All right. Welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Ibrahima. I create content around self-development, things how to get better and how to be the best version of yourself. So, in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I've been talking about for a long time, but kind of go deeper into it. So, the power of starting, okay? So, you've decided to start, right? You're, okay, you know what? I'm going to start on this idea. You decided to start, you built a website, whatever it may be, right? Anything idea. So, what happens? Okay. What happens is when you first start, you don't know what you are doing and you won't know what you're doing, right? When you go to a job, when you start working a new job, do you know what to do in the first day? Like, no, they show you around. Okay, cool. Okay, we'll get you on cash or we'll get you on the till, whatever, for like, just to get you started. And then you slowly ease in. But as the time goes by, you get more confident in what you're doing, right? Same thing that comes with this, right? When you start, you're not going to know what you're doing, or you'll have an idea, but you don't really know. But as the time goes by, you slowly start to pick things up, you start to grow in a skill, and then you can implement your own ideas and you can figure out, okay, well, let's do it my way now. So that's one thing that you will experience as you start. Now, another thing that you'll experience is resistance. So whether it be from people, whether it be from the outside, just maybe environmental, whatever it may be, you're going to see some resistance. Okay. So when you start, if you start a YouTube channel, you're going to see one view and that might just be you, or 5 views and that might just be your family. You're going to see these things like you're going to push, you're going to say, hey, I have a YouTube channel or whatever, and nobody's going to respond. Or people may respond every now and then, but they're going to be like, oh, that's cool. Like they're going to be watching you. So you're just going to be someone that's doing it, but nobody's really going to care. Nobody really cares about people. Yes, people will kind of be like supportive, like, oh, keep going, this and that, but nobody's really going to go out of their way to help, like, to help you get out there like that, right? So you have to focus on how, okay, well, I have to do it on my own, and this is me, right? So that's another thing that could happen. Of course, everyone's different. Everyone has, some people have a lot of support, and some people, it's not, maybe it's not that they don't have a lot of support, but maybe the people around them don't have that experience in terms of what they're doing, which was my case, right? So that is another thing. You'll experience resistance, and you'll see people that are going to challenge you. So people are going to maybe question what you're doing. They're going to be like, wait, why are you doing this? Like, what are you thinking? Or strangers may be like, they may like say, hey, like they may, comment on what you're doing. And when you get that feeling, you may feel, oh man, like this is kind of discouraging, right? Oh man, should I do this? Should I keep going with this? That's going to happen. If you are putting yourself out there or you're starting something, you will get resistance. Maybe you're put out a website, you're not getting any sales. You put out some Facebook ads, you get no sales. You're spending so much money on ads, right? And that's how you just keep getting better, which is why you always want to keep learning. You always want to keep learning when you start. When you start, you want to keep learning. Okay. So that's another thing that's going to happen, right? As you start. Now, these two things are super important because the reason why is you will start to slowly figure things out along the way. You'll see what works. You'll see what doesn't work. You'll see what you can do better. And you're always going to improve. Every business that you've seen, every person that you see that is so-called successful started somewhere, okay? Like, I don't want to hear this, like, this person's privileged, this person, this and that. Sure, yes, some people may have better circumstances. However, everyone started somewhere. The world started with Adam and Eve, if you believe in God, okay? It started, right? And civilization has changed throughout all the years, right? So we have to have that approach, but we all start somewhere, right? So that's the key. Don't start thinking, yo, like this, I want to be like this. I'm discouraged because I'm not there. When you start making your first videos, it's not going to be the best videos. People are going to tell you, oh, your videos are not that great. Or they're going to be like, oh, your videos are kind of boring. People are going to tell you that. Like, it's going to be a reality. But you in your mind have to be like, that's just not my skill just yet. We all want the end results right now, but we don't want to go through that process of trying to figure out how to get there. So that's something that is super important. I'm going to keep stressing this over and over again. Trust the process. Keep going along the way. Maybe you failed your test, maybe this and that. But hey, you know what? let's get back into it. Let's study more and let's pass this test next time. And as a result, I'm going to learn more. I'm going to know what I missed out on, right? So that is another thing. And the end result, and I've been experiencing this a lot in my life and in the last couple of weeks as well, you're going to start to see opportunities come your way. You're going to start to see maybe job offers, career offers. You're going to start to feel more confident in what you're doing, right? You're going to start to meet amazing people in your field or whatever it may be, right? And you yourself, you're going to be like, I can do this. I can start this. I'll do it. Why not, right? If people show up, great. People don't show up, great. I have my strategy. So you have your strategies, you're confident. It builds up your confidence. And that's what is super important. Repetition, 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 and always improving. And that's something that I think that I wanted to talk about this because I always emphasize about starting. I know I emphasize a lot about starting, and I know people want me to get deeper into it. So this is kind of like a little bit of a deeper dive into starting. So if you are looking to start, right, know that you will be met with resistance, okay? Whether it be internal, external, or maybe nobody's even cares about what you're doing, right? You're going to, you're not going to know what you're doing at first. You're going to have to maybe plan it out a little bit. Don't stay in that planning stage for too long, because if you do stay in that stage for too long, you're going to just disrupt your growth, right? So you want to make sure that you take action and you figure it out, right? Slowly but surely. And you're going to have to trust the process. You're going to have to go through the reins, like even my YouTube channel. Like I don't think I create like the greatest content. Like I don't think my content's great, but what I provide is I just share my experiences, and I find that I feel fulfilled anytime I make a video now, because I know that it's me. It's who I am. I'm just sharing things that I've experienced, and as a result, I'm also documenting. So that is another thing. And then as a result, you're going to start to figure things out, and slowly but surely, but you have to take that step. And I keep saying this, take that step. Don't sit there and be like, "Oh, you know what? I'll do it in a few months." Like if you say that, you're just going to be like, oh man, like, okay, well, that mindset is going to disrupt you. If you tell yourself, how can I get this done as soon as possible? You're going to get your mind thinking, okay, how do we progress? How do we keep getting better? And this is what we need. We need to figure out how to maximize what we have. Obviously, time is important. So obviously there's priorities. So if you have school and you say, okay, you know what? I want to study until this time. And then once I get there, I'm going to start doing this. That makes sense because you have your priorities straight. However, if you're just sitting on an idea and you know that you can start at any time, and you're not thinking about, okay, how can I get this started as soon as possible in the most proficient way? Anyways, guys, I appreciate you all for watching this video. This is something that means a lot to me, which is why I have so much passion when I talk about this. If you guys want, you can follow me on Clubhouse. It's the links down below. You can follow me IG, Twitter, whatever it may be, and hit me up, shoot some comments, and subscribe. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.